The campus is empty, the air thick with the promise of rain. Jungkook is finishing up paperwork in his office when he hears a soft, hesitant footstep outside his door. He doesn't look up immediately. He already knows who it is. A moment of silence, then the door crack opened. Wang quietly standing at the threshold. You said your office stays open late? Jungkook, without looking up, voice calm, still urged. He gestured towards the couch near the window. Sit. Wang hesitated for half a second before stepping in. She closed the door behind her but doesn't lock it. That a small detail doesn't go unnoticed by Jungkook. She is leaving herself an exit just in case. For a while there is a silence. Thanku continues walking and Wan sits on the couch, arms wrapped around her knees. She doesn't speak, doesn't move much, but she's there, and that's enough for now. Jungkook, breaking the silence, did focus on his paper. That day, Wan, soft scoff, barrier. Jungkook, cleansing up, smoke slightly. You are still breathing. That's count for something. Wan, rolling her eyes, but there is no real bite. Wow, that's an inspiring speech. Truly, I feel healed. Jungkook, dryly, sarcasm doesn't work on me, Ryan. Wan leaning back against the couch, staring at the ceiling. That's unfortunate. It's my best coping mechanism. Jungkook tilted his head slightly, watching her. Maybe that's the problem. Silence. Van doesn't respond, but her finger tightens slightly around the fabric of her hoodie. Jungkook doesn't press, just watches. When, after a while, was quiet. He was in my room when I get home. Jungkook chills. His finger goes over the place he was grading, but he doesn't look up just yet. Jungkook, Evanly, your father? Why not? It's Seren shakily, looking through the stars, said he was checking on me, but we both know that's bullshit. Scoffs, voice bitter. I hate that house. I thought that I still have to be there. Jungkook finally looking at her, voice firm. Then don't be. Why laugh? There's no humor in it. Oh, right. Let me just grab my things and walk out like it's that easy. Jungkook leaning back in his chair, crossing his arm. It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. One voice that frustrated. You don't get it. If I leave, you make my life fade. It already does. But at least I have a roof over my head. If I walk out, I have nothing. Jungkook, watching her carefully, you have the space. One faltered just slightly. She looked at him, then really looked at him. Like she's trying to figure out if he means it. His expression doesn't waver, and quietly hesitant. You're seriously offering your office like it's a damn hotel? Jungkook, sir, not a hotel but a place where you don't have to be on guard 24/7. A place where one has the right to go through your things or your life. Something in my chest tightened. The offer is reckless, inappropriate even, but for the first time in a long time, someone isn't telling her to just deal with it. Jungkook isn't telling her what to do, he's giving her a choice, and she doesn't know what to do with that. While after a long pause, was fairly above a whisper. Why are you doing this, Jungkook? Made it her gaze unwavering because you shouldn't have to do with everything alone. Jungkook firm but not unkind. Why? Sridhar doesn't even look at him. He steps closer, frowning. Jungkook, softer now. What the hell are you doing out here? One voice clear distance, nowhere else to go. That stopping, a heavy silence settled between them, and the friends soaking into their cloth. But Jungkook doesn't care. His jaw tightening. Sangkook quietly controlled what happened. While still not looking at him, nothing new. That's a bitter rough. He was drunk, mad about something. I don't even know what this time. Took it out on me like always. Jungkook inhaled sharply, fingers tightening around the handle of his umbrella. He never felt this kind of hunger before. Cold, slow budding, the kind that makes his hand itch to break something. But he keeps it in. Because right now one needs calm, not race. Jungkook stepping in front of her, lowering his voice, come inside. Wan shakes her head, immediately stepping back. I'm fine. Jungkook, blunt, you are shivering. I'm still refusing to look at him. Stop. Jungkook, jaw clenched, you are bleeding. That make her freeze. Jungkook eye dropped to her wrist, half hidden under her skin, but not enough to hide the darkening bruises. The small cut just above the knuckle. He doesn't know if it was from a fall, from farting back, or something worse. But it is enough. He exhaled softly, running a hand through his wet hair before making a decision. Jungkook, firm, final, come inside, Ryan, now. Ryan finally looked up, expression unreadable. Why do you keep doing it? Jungkook met her gaze, unwavering, because I don't walk away from people who need help. And you need help, whether you want to admit it or not. Silence, the rain poured around them, the wall narrowing down, just two of them, while wall are cracking. Jungkook could see it, and for the first time, she looks tired, not just physically, but the kind of exhaustion that comes after carrying too much of too long. Then when finally she exhaled, stepped forward, passed in into the building, Jungkook followed, closing his umbrella as they walked towards his office. Neither of them would speak, but something had changed. He knows it. She knows it. This time, she's not running. Jungkook, voice even but sharp. How long are you going to do this? And barely looking up, holding a sleeve over her finger. Do what? Jungkook leaning forward, gaze unwavering, pretend you don't need anyone. One tense. She expected him to let this glide, to let her sit silent like always, but tonight he's pushing. But she doesn't know how to handle it. One scope, words biting. I'm not pretending I have handled things on my own just fine. Jungkook said, that's a lie. One glaring lie. You don't know anything about me. Jungkook standing up, stepping closer. I know enough. I know that you show up to class exhausted, that you feel that at things other people wouldn't even notice, that you'd rather stand in the rain than go home. One breath catches, she hates how easily he see through her, how his word makes something tighten in her chest. She should push him back away, but she doesn't. She doesn't. Not this time. Why? Quieter now. Why does it matter to you? Jungkook soft but firm because you are standing at the edge of something wild. I don't want to watch you fall. Silence. The weight of his words settles between them, thick and suffocating like sorrow hard. Hand tripping the sleeve of his hoodie. She wants to argue, to tell him he's wrong, but she can't. Then something sick. Maybe it's the exhaustion catching up to her, or maybe it's the way Jungkook's voice sounds so steady, so certain, that it makes her wall crack just a little more. Before she can stop herself, she moves. Jungkook doesn't move at first. He just stands there, tense, processing. Then slowly, carefully, he exhaled and raised a hand on the back of her head. Fingers threading lightly through her damp hair, not pushing, just grounding. Jungkook, voice softer now, near her ear. I don't have to do this alone. The next morning, Jungkook expected Ryan to disappear after last night, to pretend nothing happened. Instead, she's still here, sitting on his couch, pulled over her head as she scrolled through her phone. The tension from the night before lingers, but something felt different. Jungkook leaned against his desk, arms crossed, watching her like she's some unsolvable puzzle. Jungkook, dryly, so what's the plan? Are you moving in now? Ryan, without looking up, don't tempt me. Jungkook scoffed at his head. You are awfully comfortable for someone who insists she can't need her. Ryan, finally looking at him, raising the door, and you are awfully nosy for someone who claims he doesn't care. Jungkook smirked, but there is something softer behind. He walks over, leaning down slightly to meet her gaze. Jungkook quietly. If I didn't care, you wouldn't be here. Anne faltered, her finger tightened around the hem of his hoodie. The one he's still wearing, the one that still smells like him. She hates how safe it makes her feel. Hates that she's getting used to this. While coughing, looking away, you are getting sentimental, Professor. Jungkook shrugs, unfazed, and you are getting dependent. Should I be worried? Wan threw a pillow at him. He catches it with a chuckling. Wan, rolling her eye, you wish I'm just here for free coffee. Jungkook raised a brow, smirking, cried, that's why you were curled up against me last night. Silence. Wan stiffened, her face heating up. Jungkook watched his reaction with obvious amusement, arm crossed over his chest. Wan, muttering, embarrassed. That was a weak moment, doesn't count. Jungkook leaning closer, voice low, felt pretty real to me. Wanting to glare at him, but there is no real bite. Jungkook is too close. Now he's saying coughing something bomb, filling her senses. Her heart betrays her, skipping a beat. She hates how easily he gets under her skin. Wan, you are annoying, Jungkook, and you are stubborn. But at least you are here. Why doesn't respond? She just struck the sleeve of his hoodie over her hand, hiding her face. Jungkook watches her for a moment, something unreadable in his gaze. Then he exhales, ruffling her hair once before turning away. Jungkook, stay as long as you need. Don't steal my hoodie. One. A few days later, while I have been doing better, less guarded, more present, she still refuses to admit that she is leaning on Jungkook. But he notices the difference, the way she lingers in his office without an excuse, the way she actually listens when he speaks, the way she wears his hoodie, like it belongs to her now. But this never lasts long. It happened when she least expected it. She's walking out of the campus, the air crisp with the promise of winter, when she hears it, his voice. One's father, sharp, dashed with irritation. I have been calling you. Her entire body stiffens slowly. She turns. I'm meeting the man she's spent years trying to escape. He looks like the same cold, calculating a presence that used to make her seem used to. Why, I know. One's father, then you also know ignoring me is a mistake. One crossing her arm, swooning fondant, and voice that one's father prefers you are my daughter, don't get to walk away from me. A familiar chill grip her spine, but this time she doesn't let it control her. She cleans her face, grounding herself. She's not the same scared girl anymore. No pepper everything. Quiet, watch me. Silence. Her father face twists in disbelief like he never expected her to fight back. But she done it. Done making excuses, done waiting for things to change, and for the first time she says what she would have said a year ago. Ryan was strong. I'm not afraid of you anymore. You don't get to control. You don't owe me. I'm not owe you anything. One father, you think you can survive without me? For nothing without one. Cutting him off, voice cold. Without you, I am free. The word hit harder than she expected. Her father stiffened, his control slipping for the first time, but Ryan doesn't stop. She won't. Ryan, this is the last time you speak to me. You don't get to call, you don't get to show up. You're sure as hell. Don't get to pretend you care. We are done. Silence. He looks at her. She's someone he doesn't recognize, or maybe that because she isn't the girl he used to manipulate, not anymore. His cough mutters something under his breath and turns away just like that. He's gone. Why doesn't move? The moment feels unreal, like she's still trapped in the nightmare that hasn't let go. But then the familiar word, a hand firm but careful, gripping her wrist. Once turn and see Jungkook sunny like he knows she needs him. Maybe he did. He doesn't say anything, doesn't ask. He look. He just look at her, eyes searching. Jungkook softly, you okay? She shouldn't say it. Should pretend this doesn't hurt her, but she's tired of lying. Why quiet, raw? I don't know. Jungkook exhales and slowly he tucks her closer. He doesn't rush, doesn't fool, just let her decide. And this time she doesn't fight, let herself sink into him, forehead resting against his shoulder, hands gripping the fabric of his coat like he's the only thing keeping her upright. He let her stay here, his arm wrapping around, holding her together the way she never let anyone do before. His warm sip into her, grounding her, steering her. Jungkook, you did it. One, yeah, I did it. Jungkook, I'm proud of you. Ryan, soft, hesitant. I don't know what happened next. Chanko. Then we figure it out together.